Hi friends, Allie here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet the Chunky Heart Ear Warmer. This pattern works up really quick and easy. It uses 2 colors of super bulky 6-weight yarn to create this thick and warm ear warmer. The pattern includes 5 sizes ranging from toddler to adult large. We're using only basic crochet stitches and less than 50 yards of yarn, so this is a great quick and easy project for winter. If you want to follow along with the free written instructions for this pattern, you can find it on my blog, theturtletrunk.com, or grab the ad-free printable PDF from my Etsy and Ravelry shops. I'll link to all of those places in the description box down below. Now let's check out our supply list and our size chart. For this pattern, you'll need 2 colors of super bulky 6-weight yarn. I'll be using Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick in the colors Cranberry and Fisherman. On the next slide, I'll show you how many yards you need for each color and size. You'll also need a 9mm crochet hook, a yarn needle, and scissors. Here we have our size chart. In the first column, you'll see we have 5 sizes and the head circumference of each size. In the second column is the circumference of the ear warmer, which is about 1 inch smaller than the head circumference. All of the ear warmers are 4 inches tall. And in the last column, you'll see the yardage needed for each size and color. We're going to start with color A, which is this cranberry color for me, and we're going to make a foundation chain. So start with a slip knot on your hook, and then for the toddler size, you will chain 34. For the child size, chain 36. The teen/adult small size, chain 38. The adult medium, chain 40, and the adult large, chain 42. Now when we're all done our foundation chain, we're going to join the ends together to make a loop. If you always end up twisting your chain when you do this, then try this little trick. After working a few chains, remove your hook and place it into the first chain we worked, going into the bottom loop from the back side through to the front side. So here we have our first chain, the bottom loop of the chain, go through the back side and to the front. Then place the last loop you worked back on your hook and continue working your foundation chain as normal, ignoring that first loop on your hook. When we're all done the foundation chain, you'll be able to just pull through that loop and it will join the ends without twisting. So feel free to try out this trick if you'd like, or you can just work your foundation chain as normal. When you finish your foundation chain, join the ends together. So if you did the little trick, then just pull the first loop on your hook through the second loop on your hook, then chain 1. Or if you didn't do the trick, then you'll just join to the first chain with a slip stitch, making sure not to twist the chain, then chain 1. Now we're going to be working in the round and starting into the same chain we just joined to. We're going to work 1 single crochet into each chain around, but instead of working through the top loop like you normally would, we're going to work into the back bump of the chain. So if you look at the back of your chain, there's this little bump sticking out, and we're going to work into that bump, and it's going to create this really nice and clean edge on the bottom of our ear warmer. So starting into the back bump of the same chain we joined to, single crochet. Now this one's a little bit tricky to get to and to see because it's on the chain that we just joined to, but just look right behind where your hook is joined to. There should be a little loop kind of poking out. So single crochet into that loop. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So there we have 1 single crochet. And we're going to repeat that all the way around to each bump of each chain. As you keep going, they get easier to see and easier to work through. So at the end of round 1, you should have just as many stitches as you had chains for your foundation chain. I'm just coming up to the last stitch of the round, and on the last stitch we're going to change colors. So I'm going to start the last stitch as normal, so insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then before doing that final pull through, drop your current color Pick up your color B yarn and do the final pull through with color B. Then join to the top of the first stitch with a slip stitch and chain 1. If I didn't mention it before, the chain 1 at the beginning of each round does not count as a stitch. And now we're going to do the next 2 rounds with color B. I'm going to keep my color A yarn attached though, because we're going to be coming back to it. Feel free to leave it attached, or you can cut it off and reattach it later if you want. So now we're on to round 2, and for round 2, we are going to half double crochet into each stitch around. So starting into the same stitch that we just joined to, work a half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch that we joined to. Yarn over, pull up a loop, then yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Then continue around, working 1 half double crochet into each stitch around for round 2. When you reach the end of round 2, join to the top of the first half double crochet with a slip stitch, then chain 1. Now we're on to round 3, and for round 3, we're just going to work 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So starting into the same stitch we joined to, single crochet, and single crochet into each stitch around. On the last stitch of the round, we're going to change back to color A. I'm just on the last stitch of round 3, so I'm going to start the last single crochet as normal. Before doing that final pull through, I'm going to drop my color B yarn and do that final pull through with color A. Then join to the top of the first stitch of the round with a slip stitch and chain 1. Again, I'm going to leave my color B yarn attached because we're going to be coming back to that later. So now we're on to round 4, and we're going to make our little hearts. So we're going to skip the first stitch and then work 2 half double crochets in the next. So skip that stitch that we're joined to and then work 2 half double crochets in the next. Then we're going to skip the next stitch and work 2 half double crochets into the next stitch. We're going to repeat that all the way around for round 4. Skip the next stitch, work 2 half double crochets into the next stitch. I'm just coming up to the end of round 4, and on the last half double crochet of round 4, we're going to change to color B. So before doing that final pull through on the last half double crochet, drop color B, pull through with color A, then join to the top of the first half double crochet with a slip stitch and chain 1. Now we're on to round 5. For round 5, we're going to single crochet around, but we are not going to be working in the top loops of the stitches. For our first stitch, we are going to work it into the skipped stitch from the last round. So this is the top of a stitch from round 3, and in round 4, we skipped it. So now we're going to single crochet into it. So insert your hook into that skipped stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. Then we're going to pull our hook up and our yarn up so it's in line with the top of the stitch. Then yarn over, pull through both loops on your hook to finish the single crochet. Now for our next single crochet, we are going to work it between the posts of the 2 half double crochets we worked last round. So we're not working in the top 2 loops, we're working between the posts, so you're actually working through 3 loops. So we're going to repeat those 2 stitches around. So single crochet into the skipped stitch from last round, making sure that you're kind of shimmying up your yarn so it's in line with the rest of this round. So you're wanting to work it fairly loose. And then single crochet beside the posts of the 2 half double crochets we worked last round. So just insert your hook right between those 2 posts and single crochet. So we're just going to repeat that all the way around, single crocheting into the skipped stitch from last round, and then in between the posts of the half double crochets from last round. When you get to the end of round 5, join to the top of the first stitch with a slip stitch and chain 1. Now we're on to round 6. For round 6, we're just going to work 1 half double crochet into each stitch around. So just working into the top of a stitch as normal, half double crochet into each stitch around. On the last stitch of round 6, we're going to change colors to color A. Then join to the top of the first stitch with a slip stitch and chain 1. And we're going to work 1 more round. So for round 7, we are just going to work 1 single crochet into each stitch around. Since this is our last round, you can cut off your color B yarn now if you'd like. So for round 7, just work 1 single crochet into each stitch around. When you reach the end of the round, you can join to the top of the first stitch with a slip stitch, and then you can tie off your yarn and then weave in all of your ends on the inside of the ear warmer. And here we have our finished chunky heart ear warmer. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget you can find this pattern and many more free crochet patterns on my blog, theturtletrunk.com. If you wanted to share photos of your finished project with me, please tag @theturtletrunk on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.